Good morning. I had a pretty good night. It was incredibly windy, and it's getting windier, it feels like. But the sun's coming up, it's getting brighter, and I have to go get some water. But today's gonna be another long one, 16 miles. Good climb, good amount of going down. What's odd is we're gonna sleep at a shelter that's about 1,000 feet higher tonight. I wonder how much windier it is gonna be there. No shorts today, I don't think. It's gonna stay this windy. I don't think you can see the trees. Really blowing today. I heard things hit the rooftop throughout the night, just branches breaking off. And a beautiful morning. I thought it was gonna be a little cloudier, but it looks pretty good. And the food bag is still up there. It was so windy, I was half worried it might just fall off. Let's go. Actually, I'm gonna go get some water before I get the food. Here, just fully latched onto this loop. Let go. And as you see, as I let go, my food bag comes down. And I just retrieve the food bag and hang the hook back up. I'm all packed up and ready to go. Got my trekking pole still hanging off of here. Today, actually in the next 3 or 4 miles, we're gonna go by Spence Field Shelter. That was the first shelter I stayed at. And just a little past there, there's a intersection to a trail that goes down to Kate's Cove. But that was the first white blaze I ever saw in my life. So I'll point that out to you as we go. Let's see if we can catch this wind on audio here. But as soon as we come out of the shelter, it's roaring, rip roaring. I got my rain jacket on because the wind is so strong. It's above freezing, so it's not too bad, but it's just that wind is so strong. Got my gloves on. And I'm down to the AT now. And off into the next green tunnel, onto Spence Field Shelter, where they have a pretty from above. Any old tree, right? But as you come down, check that out. The colors are almost the same. I almost walked right by. But the tree has basically formed around this rock. I guess it must have grown in the middle somewhere, and now it's just completely around it. Just gigantic rock. And the cool part is now the roots are held down by this massive rock, so if it wants to tilt over, it has to take this rock with it. Pretty wild. And look, all the moss is on the sunny side of the tree. We're still not at Spence Field Shelter yet, but we're heading this way. That dark cloud does not look good. The only unfortunate thing is the wind is going so fast. You know how you can see the clouds moving up there. They're really moving. I think this dark cloud's gonna blow over by the time I get under there. But tomorrow's supposed to be rain. I was hoping it would wait till, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock before it started raining tomorrow morning. Well, I have a feeling it's gonna start tonight at some point. The downside is also tomorrow morning is when I go up to Klingman's Dome, and it might be like this. We'll see. This is it, Eagle Creek Trail. That's what I took down to Fontana Dam last time I was here. Spence Field Shelter is further than I thought, 0.2. So I'm actually gonna just keep going, and I'll dig a hole somewhere. So this route out right here, I took actually several times, because I came up here to the shelter, dropped off all my heavy things, and then I went up to Rocky Top and came back down. But this here is my first Appalachian Trail experience. This is the trail that I came up. This goes down to Kate's Cove. It's, at the time, it was a doozy of a climb. It probably still is. And this is a sign I saw. I don't see a white blaze anymore. It's all worn out. Here, check this out. Here's the sign I saw as I walked up. And I thought there was a white blaze on there. Is that it? Barely visible. But that tree has it. That could have been one of the first white blazes I saw. Oh, no, no. Panning further. That tree has one. I was pretty sure it was a sign, but those are my first white blazes ever. Can you hear the wind everywhere? It's actually calmed down a bit. Let's head on up. I just met a solo hiker named Zhao. He's coming Crazy. That's my first Sobo I've met yet. But he said maybe I should check the weather higher up here because we're going up. He said gusts of 50-mile-per-hour winds today, wind advisory, and then tomorrow gusts up to 80 miles an hour, and rain all day, 80% chance of rain. And then Friday it's supposed to be snow. But fortunately Thursday I'm going into Gatlinburg. Hopefully I can get back onto trail. I mean, if there's snow one day, I might have to take like a 00 in town. I don't know. But the wind is going to be brutal for until I get to town. I think it's just going to be brutal. I'm hiding behind this rhododendron bush. You can probably hear the wind above me, but the bushes provide a little shelter. What's funny is I was thinking of the YouTuber Hiking Dancer. She said the wind is something she hates. She would not like these 2 days. Even at gusts up to 50, I was wobbling around. And I remember on the Arizona Trail, like that's how I hurt my knee a little, just constantly getting shaken side to side. So I gotta be careful. But it's a doozy up here, and it's cold. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna have to jump this over. It's so windy right here. Rocky Top. Look at the snow on the mountain over there. Wow. Wow, we got some good views today actually. Below those rip-roaring clouds, you can actually see quite a bit. This is it, we're on the top of Rocky Top. Woo! We gotta go up to Thunderhead Mountain and then we've been down for a while. They make you work for these little views here. Let's check out this viewpoint. Wow. Looks dark, huh? Yeah, hold the camera steady. Alright, I gotta go. I think this is Thunderhead Mountain, everyone. I'm not sure. We might be going up to the other one up there on the left. But we are at the top of something. Probably not. Yeah, there's always more to climb. Look up here, there's all these grasses. It reminds me of like a thick, shaggy animal fur. As if we're hiking on the back of some giant monster asleep here. This here, folks, is the top of Thunderhead Mountain. Doesn't look like a mountain, right? It's completely enclosed by rhododendron. I was expecting some extreme winds, but it's actually not too bad here. And there's a geological marker on the rock. So we're gonna go down for a while. Hopefully we get out of this wind for a good portion, and then we're gonna go up later in the afternoon. But whoo, wow, look at all these rhododendrons. They got the little buds going. Most of them. If I don't move, you can see the bushes moving a lot more than if I do walk. Very windy. Fortunately, look how thick it is. You can just kind of see sky, so most of the wind is being absorbed by these bushes. Oh, nice. Huge wall of them. What a doozy. But yeah, Rocky Top had way better views. And it was way windier. I could barely stand still. I'm down here at this water source. It's pretty close to the trail. All the other water sources are always quite a bit. But it's, as you can see, most of it's frozen. Tiny pools here and there. Way down there, there's a white pipe. There's no water coming out of it. There's little thin pools, so you gotta use a scoop. Maybe in the spring, once everything melts, it'll be better. Just shallow pools everywhere. So if you try to scoop, you get a lot of dirt, so you gotta find like the best pool you can find. But it's a tough water source, but there isn't one for a while, so I grabbed a liter and I got myself a little bit of salad in the water, I guess. A lot of leaves and stuff. Well, I'll be all right, I guess. The leaves here are out of control. They're ankle deep. Piles of leaves here and there. And the worst part is every once in a while you think you're stepping on something, but you're not. can drop like a couple more inches than you thought. It is quite dangerous in some spots. Look at all these leaves. Oh, I see like a wall of white over there. I see more snow. Look at the cool trees right here. For some reason the leaves turn brown, but most of the leaves, or a lot of the leaves, are still on the tree. Why is it just around here? I mean, it's windy, so it can't be a lack of wind. It's rather odd. Maybe type of tree. Leaves just look like every other tree though. It's so dark. It feels like it's 6 o'clock. It's only about 4. And about an hour and a half away. It's just so dark. It's funny, I just passed a couple of the 2000 markers for the Sobos. It's always funny because someone thinks, hey, there's no marker, I'll make one. And there's one just right up the trail. It's so funny. I was way off. It's 3 o'clock. And I have 4 miles to go, 1,200 feet to climb. That's not bad. 4 miles, I'd say 2.5 hours, be there by 5:30. Earlier estimates in the beginning, I thought I'd be there by 6. That's not bad. Many of you, in fact, everybody probably noticed that yesterday and today has been mostly walk and talks because I am in a hurry. These are 16-mile days with 5,000 feet of elevation each day. This second day is the same elevation down as well, so it's even worse. But the big thing is I'm trying to beat the rain and snow that's coming Thursday, Friday. So I'm trying to get within about 10 miles of Newfound Gap tonight. Tomorrow morning I'll go up to Klingman's Dome, probably while it's raining, and then I'll head down and hopefully I can get a ride into Gatlinburg. But I want to pretty much reduce how many miles I have to do that last day. And then the next day it's supposed to snow, so I'm glad I already scheduled out a 0. Because it's gonna be a doozy a couple of days, I think. It's gonna be cold too. Same kind of thing I had last time, I guess. I just hope there are people at Newfound Gap that's willing to give me a ride into town. It's supposed to be a rainy day, so I can't imagine too many people would be up there. Maybe some employer or something, I don't know. I hope someone. 4 hours or 4 miles to go. Here we go. My stuff's still on? Oh, it's way crooked. And it's still on there well enough. Great views, huh? Here comes the next shelter. I'm super tempted to stay here. It's only 1.7 to the next one. I'm gonna stop in just to sit down for a little bit. Just to rest my feet for a little bit. I think it'll be okay. And I'm gonna eat something. Drink some water. Keep me going. Here's the inside of the shelter. Same as usual. 2 floors, not too high, and some plastic roofing to get some light. And there's a big open area, but it's kind of muddy, this one. I'm just sitting down on a bench. This is my first time today that I'm actually taking the load off my back by resting it on the bench here. I've been at it all day. 15 miles pretty much straight, no breaks except standing still to eat or drink water or do something. It's been a tough day. Still have 1.7 miles to go. It hasn't rained yet. Okay, it's 1.7 miles. It's 4:22. Get there probably around 5-ish. Oh, maybe 5:10. Let's finish this up. Just a little bit more to go today. There it is. I made it. I can't even remember the name of the shelter. I made it. But it feels like the opening's open the wrong way. It's gonna get a lot of wind inside. You're gonna have to tuck into a corner. Let's see if someone's here. All these shelters are really nice. They have all the rock work. And nobody's... Oh, someone's here. Hey. That's it for tonight, folks. There's someone else here, so I don't want to talk too much. Well, hope you enjoyed this rather quick video, probably, because I just walked and walked today. And then tomorrow, wish me luck with the rain and ride to Gatlinburg. Alright, take care. Y'all have a good night. Bye.